I will tell most anyone I meet about my wife. Well, she is wonderful, better than I deserve, a blessing, loving. It's difficult for me not to talk about her. That's the way it's supposed to be when we love. It's even more powerful when we come to faith in Jesus. John gives us a great example of what I'm trying to explain. My name is Dave Hughes, and this is Glory Bound Ministry, and our scripture is John 4:27 to 30. And at this point, his disciples came, and they marveled that he talked with a woman. Yet no one said, "What do you seek?" or "Why are you talking with her?" The woman then left her water pot, went her way into the city, and said to the men, "Come, see a man who told me all the things I ever did. Could this be the Christ?" Then they went out of the city and came to him. This is Jesus. Why would these disciples marvel that Jesus talked with a woman? The disciples were surprised that Jesus kind of stretched the limits of what was considered culturally appropriate. Not only was this a single woman, it was a Samaritan woman. Yet they did not question Jesus about this. They didn't question Jesus because they knew he likely had his reasons. Clearly, this woman was taken with Jesus. She left the well and her belongings behind. It was important for her to get to others. She had to share her contact with the Messiah. "Come, see a man who told me all the things that I ever did. Could this be the Christ?" The Samaritan woman was so impressed by the love of Jesus, even as he confronted her with her sin, that she now sought out her fellow villagers. And they'd likely treated her as an outcast. She had many men in her life. She was a changed woman now, and she needed to share this news with the people that she knew, no matter how they treated her. Then they went out of the city and came to her. This woman's invitation and her enthusiasm was absolutely effective. The people came when she told them who Jesus was and how he had impacted her life with this very brief conversation. Keep in mind, these are Samaritans that had nothing to do with Jews, and yet they came. Spiritual experiences must be shared. It's just not possible to keep it to ourselves. We see this in other scripture. Two of the earliest disciples had to share the joy of meeting Jesus Christ, the Messiah. Philip met with his friend Nathanael, and he famously asked, "What good can come from Nazareth?" And Philip answered him and said, "Come and see." He was saying, "No need for me to tell you anything more, but you simply have to see for yourself, and then you will know." Andrew did the same with his brother, Simon Peter. So don't fight it, my friends. Invite others to come and see. In John 9, Jesus heals the blind man, and he testifies about his healing. In Mark 1:40, Jesus heals the leper and asks for silence, but the man had to share it. It seems the greater the experience, the more joy. The more joy, the greater the urgency to share his grace, his blessings, the good news of the gospel. Share your joy with those around you. Share these short messages I send out. Let people know we need to be in prayer. We need to be joyful about our salvation. And just as the woman in the village shared this joy with the people that did not believe, that were lost, and had even treated her poorly in all likelihood, she joyfully shared this news for them to come and see. Have a blessed day.